Hello guys, today I'm going to check out a video that is called my German flat versus American apartment. I gotta be honest with you, I did react because I have a channel that is about the USA, about America. If you want to check it out, it's USA Mauro, by the way. I would need a subscriber. I could have a use for new subscribers, definitely. So yeah, I check out a video that it was this woman showing the differences between an American house and a German house. But this one is more specific for a German one. That one was for the house in America. So yeah, we're gonna see it. We're gonna definitely see if there's some differences within, European standards, or if it's just something that is crazy for an American, but is totally normal for a European, because you never know with these videos. And by the way, go check out this channel. Candy does her thing. I'm gonna subscribe because I trust that it's gonna be a good video. Let's go.
Hey guys, come on in.
That's so loud.
Thanks for coming back to my channel and welcome to my apartment. I thought that it would be cool if I showed you guys what my apartment in Germany is like and point out some of the differences I've noticed between your standard German apartment and your standard American apartment. And the first thing I'll say is that a lot of Germans learn English from British instructors, and the Brits call their apartments flats. And so a German, when speaking English, will often refer to their apartment as a flat, whereas we call them apartments. So when you first walk into your standard German apartment,
I think Italians will say apartment because in Italian we say appartamento. So apartment, appartamento. It would be weird to call it flat.
You'll notice a bunch of shoes on the ground. And that's basically because when a German comes home, they'll arrive, they'll take off their shoes, and they'll put on what they call house shoes, or basically just slippers. So that way they're not tracking in any mud or dirt or anything from outside and into their house. And that's pretty cool, but I thought it was a little weird whenever I went to a German apartment for like a party and I was expected to bring my own house shoes. Sometimes the host will provide house shoes if they have enough, depending on the size of the party.
Really? Wow. I mean, there is definitely some people in Italy that will offer you slippers when you get into the house, but not as common. I don't know, let me know, is that common in Germany?
But yeah, I had to bring my own house shoes, and when I got there, I was expected to take off my shoes and put on slippers to then socialize with everyone, which I thought was pretty strange. All right, let's go into the kitchen. So German kitchens to me are really, really different, primarily because Germans actually move their kitchens, which I know it sounds crazy. So I never really understood why when I went into IKEA in America, why there was like this huge section dedicated to kitchens. Like how many people are getting their houses built and needing to buy cabinets and counters and whatever for the house. And then I moved to Germany and found out that Germans will go and buy their own kitchen, install it into their apartment or their flat, and then will actually, if they're moving, will deinstall that kitchen, take it with them, reformat it, because obviously not every kitchen.
Isn't that the standard? You move out, you take away your kitchen. What do Americans do? They just throw away the kitchen and buy a new one instead. It's pretty weird.
And is shaped exactly the same, and then they will reinstall it. Now, obviously there's exceptions to this. Some Germans will be able to sell their kitchen to their landlord or maybe the person that's taking over the lease after them, but for the most part, they move their kitchen with them. Another different thing is that their refrigerators are drastically smaller than ours, and it's kind of hard to show you on this video without doing a side-by-side comparison, but if you think about it, I'm 5'7", and this is the top of my shoulder, and this is the top of the fridge. So my shoulder is actually above the height of the fridge, and the freezer is pretty small too. Another thing is their dishwasher. So water in Germany is like really, really, really hard. If I remember correctly, when I looked it up, our hardest water is still like 10 times softer than Germans' softest water. That's how hard their water is. So because of their hard water, Germans will actually add additives into their dishwasher to soften the water and make sure that it doesn't create this like film or calcium like buildup or residue on their dishes. Another thing is that I have never seen a Keurig for the entire time that I've been in Germany. I don't know if they're here or not, but I've never seen one. But I have seen coffee appliances from other brands. So Tassimo is a popular brand that you'll see in Germany, and so is Nespresso, and there's a bunch of other ones. But I've never seen a Keurig here, which is kind of interesting because I feel like Keurig just like took over America over the past couple years. All right, I think that's all for the kitchen, so let's move to the bathroom.
Bro, she just talked and she didn't show anything in the kitchen. Just the fridge that is smaller. What the hell? I wanted to... Bro, I'm used to, with these videos, to always see crazy stuff that you never see in any other European house in the kitchen. Especially in the kitchen, that's where most of the magic happens, you know? But that's crazy. I don't know. Let's see the other rooms. Come on.
So as I walk into the bathroom, the first thing I'll point out is the toilet. So they don't have handles to flush their toilets. What they have are buttons, and usually there's 2 of them. And as I always say, the bigger the button, the bigger the flush. And you'll also notice that there isn't that top part to the toilet that we have, and that's because it's like inside the wall there. And the toilet doesn't sit on the ground, it's basically just floating in the air there. Also, a lot of German flats will have their washer and dryer inside their bathroom. So another different thing is that they have these cool heaters inside their bathrooms, which are basically like towel rack.
Oh, that looks exactly like mine. It's exactly the same in my bathroom.
Shaped heaters. So when you turn it on, not only is it heating up the bathroom, but it's also warming up your towel, which is pretty awesome when you're getting out of the shower. What is not awesome though is that, again, because of this hard water thing, if you have a shower like this, where it's like this glass wall, you are going to have to squeegee every single time you get out of the shower. And it drives me crazy because like, it's just another step I have to take when I'm getting ready in the morning is to squeegee down the shower. And if you don't squeegee down the shower, you get these really bad hard water stains on your glass, and it takes kind of like a lot of effort to wash them off. All right, I think that's all for the bathroom. Let's head to the bedroom. And I'm sorry my place isn't as clean as it probably should be for this apartment tour, but truth be told, I don't really care. So the first thing I always notice about a German bedroom or their hotel rooms, a lot of times, they have these 2 mattresses that lay next to each other to make up, this is basically like a queen size bed. And if you notice, those are actually 2 different blankets too. And when I moved in with my boyfriend, I thought it was like really weird. It seemed like, I was like, what is this, the 50s? We can't sleep in the same bed together. And I've grown to love it. It is awesome.
Bro, I mean, how does the American mind works? That always baffles me. I mean, it's just 2 beds together. I mean, some houses and even some hotels will have it. How is that so weird? Like, they don't want us to sleep together. I mean, I would never come to that conclusion, you know. I was just thinking like, oh my god, they are so cheap that they won't even buy a whole mattress unique. No, they don't want us to sleep together. That's fascinating, actually.
I sleep so well, and I think it's just like the better way, because if you think about it, it's not exactly natural to sleep right next to someone and be able to get like super restful sleep because maybe they move or are making noise or whatever. But for some reason, having this like defined sleeping space for yourself, you get...
No, actually, I don't really like it because at night I used to have it like that too, but would be moving so much, turning in every place, and then I would be sleeping in the part where the mattress ends and the other mattress start, and then I would wake up like all inclined, so uncomfortable. No. I prefer the unique mattress. It's so much better, at least for me. That's my point of view.
Get like way better sleep.
My personal opinion.
So if you look behind me, you'll notice that this is like a wardrobe, and again, it looks similar to IKEA, right? What you'd see in IKEA, and that's because Germans, they don't have closets. They don't do the closet thing. So you basically have to go and buy wardrobes from furniture stores if you want to be able to hang up your clothes, because there are no other options. There are no closets. Another thing I'll point out in here are the windows.
I'm sure some German houses will have closets, right? I mean, it happened to me too. Some houses that I rented here in Italy will have closets, others won't. This one has. I don't know. I guess it depends.
And I think they're pretty cool. I've heard that a lot of Americans think that the German windows are super fascinating. So this isn't a window, I mean, this is a door, but it's the same mechanism. So you can either open it completely, right? Or you can bring the handle up and it'll just, as I call it the German way of opening. So I don't really know like what it...
I watched so many fucking videos on Instagram lately of people like opening the window that, no, it's gonna hit me. Oh my god, it's so... Actually, fun fact, I never had a house with that type of window. Never, ever in my entire life. I know they are really common, but I don't even know anyone with this type of window. I don't know. That's crazy. And they say it's pretty common, so I don't know.
A proper term for it should be, but basically it just tilts the glass away from the wall, and so you get some air flow without opening the entire window or door. I think it's pretty cool. All right, let's go into, oh, one more thing. So their light switches are different. Instead of having like the actual like switch looking things that we have, they have basically square buttons as their switches. And they also don't really have doorknobs. I don't think I've ever seen a doorknob in Germany. They mostly have door handles. This is what I'm used to seeing all throughout Germany.
Yeah,
Right.
I think in Italy too.
Let's go into the living room. So the furniture in here, I think, is pretty standard. Again, it looks like something you'd see in IKEA, and I'm sure any German hearing me say
what?
this all is probably really annoying.
What is behind door? Wait. What is that? That comes out. That looks like something coming out of Crash Bandicoot. What the hell?
It looks like something you'd see in IKEA, and I'm sure any German hearing me say this all is probably really annoyed. Like, IKEA is not the only furniture store, and I got that. But I just think IKEA resonates really well with your average American because it describes the style of furniture it is, not so much the quality. So as I mentioned, there's not a lot of closets. There aren't a lot of like built-in storage in German houses and apartments. And so they'll buy furniture that's much more functional than I think what the average American has in their home, so that they can like get the storage they need out of the furniture. The other thing I'll point out in here is the heater. So when you look at the heater, I always think it looks like this old school, again, like throwback to the 1950s style heater. They don't have...
Look at mine. Wait. Mine looks even more old school. You can see right here. Oh my god. This is the old school one. That one looks pretty new to me, pretty modern.
like central air here, like we do in most of your new houses in America. They have these heaters, and actually they don't have air conditioning. I've never seen a house or an apartment with air conditioning. They rely on...
There's no need for it. Just get over it. Oh my god. There's no need for it in Europe. Oh my god. Enough. Everyone is always with this air conditioning. People from Asia, people from America. I guess people from Africa. I don't know anyone from Africa, so I wouldn't know if they'll complain about that. But it's true. Come on, there's no need for it. I mean, even if there are so many heat waves during the summer that makes you want to buy air conditioning, but it doesn't last that long. You can survive through it. A good fan, that's what you need. That's enough.
Opening the windows and using the curtains and the shades and the blinds to basically keep their house cool in like a more natural way instead of using air conditioning.
Yeah,
and then
again
with the heaters, they have these like vents, and it doesn't really create a lot of airflow. And so Germans will, and there's a term for it, but I just don't know it, and even if I did, I wouldn't be able to pronounce it right, where they open up all of their windows for a certain amount of time to just basically like air out the house or the apartment to get any moisture out and make sure that no mold starts growing. And the last thing I'll show you in here is the blinds. So most German houses and apartments will have these roll down blinds that are basically on the outside of the window. And I did this, it's an electronic function, and so it's rolling it down itself.
Cool. I don't think... Bro, that's so cool. I love it.
This is anything particularly fancy.
Yeah.
It's pretty much standard. Maybe it's not electronic. Maybe you have to manually roll it down like I did in my old apartment. But for the most part, their blinds are on the outside of the window and they're shaped like this instead of ours, which are on the inside usually. And they have like the standard slatting type design where you can like open them and close them. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today.
How are blinds on the inside? That's pretty weird.
Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. If there's anything I missed that you know of, a difference between a German apartment and an American apartment, feel free to put them in the comments. I would love to learn from you, and if you have any questions from me, throw them in there too.
I mean, I didn't see anything that actually make me go, oh my god, how is that even possible? So I'm a little bit disappointed, but you know, I already started this video knowing that it might have been the case. So yeah, maybe we'll check out, if you know a better video to see German, you know, stuff in a German apartment that is not too common in other European countries, let me know, and I definitely want to watch that video. But yeah, go and check out Kelly Does Her Thing. I mean, it was informative. Come on, at least for someone, it was informative. Not for me, because I made so many reaction videos. I check out so many of these videos, so it's pretty normal to me nowadays. But maybe to someone else, some of this stuff were, I don't know, more, I can't find the word, like, I don't know, evocative, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you like what I do. Check out the other videos as well. And yeah, leave a like and good night. Tschüss!